Alrighty folks, we're back again. Today we're going to be talking about something that is a common misconception or just a common question that we get, especially amongst first-time buyers, and that is the question of whether or not you have to have 10% down in order to buy. We hear this all the time. People come to us like, we're looking for a rental, or we're looking to buy something, but it's going to have to be another couple years because we don't have 10% down. So every time we hear this, we're just like, and the reason why is because, do you need 10% down to buy a house? Short answer, absolutely not. So today we're going to talk about a few of the most popular loan types that you can get to buy a home without having 10% down. I don't know where that even came from. I don't know if it used to be a thing. Perhaps I should look back in history at what things used to be and what the qualifications used to be to get a loan, but you don't have to have 10% down, guys. I hope that's already some great news to start out this video, but we're going to talk really briefly because I don't want to bore everyone. So we're going to talk briefly about the most common loan types you can get to buy a home. We're going to talk about the conventional loan, the FHA loan, the VA loan, and the USDA loan. I know that it's not the most exhilarating thing you've ever heard in your life, but it's really good information to know. And obviously, if you're at a point where you want to learn more about these things, you can reach out to me and I can put you in touch with a lender who can tell you all about these loan types. So, to start off, very first, we have the conventional loan. Now, the conventional loan is a loan made for people with good credit. You can get a conventional loan with as little as 3% down. So let's just use a $100,000 house, for example. Those don't really exist anymore, but let's just use $100,000 for example, because I'm not amazing at math. That would mean you would only need $3,000 to put down. Now that doesn't factor in closing costs, but in today's market, a shifting market, we're even seeing sellers sometimes offer to pay part of closing costs. So 3% down is all you need to qualify initially for a conventional loan if you have the other qualifications necessary for it. A couple other quick things about conventional loans, guys. Most of the time you're going to need a credit score of around 620 or better and a debt to income ratio of no more than 43%, meaning that your debt takes up no more than 43% of the monthly income that you bring in. And that can be a little bit more in certain areas, but on average it's around 43%. 30-year fixed rate, and by fixed rate I mean that your interest rate is not going to change unless you refinance, of course, is probably the most popular for home buyers. Another popular loan type that we see is the FHA loan, which is another loan that you really don't need that much of a down payment to qualify for. So for an FHA loan, again, we'll use the $100,000 example, you need 3.5%, so $3,500 in order to qualify. Now here's where the 10% thing kind of does come into play. If your credit is marginally lower, then you may have to make the 10% down payment. And there is perks to putting down more money. The more money you put down, the less your payment's gonna be. Yes, it's not quite as fun to make up and put down all the cash up front, but at least your monthly payment isn't gonna be quite as bad. And that's why a lot of buyers, even who have great credit scores, even who qualify for lower interest rates, still will put down anywhere from 10 to 50% even, just so you can have a lower monthly payment. Before we move on to the next loan type, let's talk really quickly about mortgage insurance. So for both conventional and FHA loans, you're gonna have to pay mortgage insurance if you don't have up to 20% down. Having the mortgage insurance basically allows you to get the loan with a smaller down payment and also protects the lender in case you default on your loan. So for a conventional loan, it is called PMI, private mortgage insurance, for people who don't have the 20% down payment. It's just another monthly payment that's added into your loan. For an FHA loan, it's called MIP, or Mortgage Insurance Premium. So for an MIP, you have an upfront premium that you pay at the beginning, and then you have an annual premium which is divided into monthly payments. For most buyers, these two loan types, conventional and FHA, are going to be the most important ones for you to know about and the most common for people to be dealing with. But there are a couple different ones that we see on a regular basis. And those two are the USDA loan and the VA loan. And we'll go into those now. So if 0% down sounds good to you, then boy do I have news for you. If you buy a home in a rural area that is USDA approved, you can qualify for a 100% loan. This type of loan can really come in handy if you don't have the money to put down, or if your credit's not great and you're interested in moving to an area that isn't super populated. You don't have to have a super high credit score. You don't have to have super crazy income. You just have to be able to find a property that meets all the program criteria, get approved for the loan, and you're good to go. All right, guys, let's move on to the final loan type that we're going to talk about in this video, which is the VA loan. The VA loan is a loan put on by the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs. So if you're not a veteran, you don't have to watch this part of the video. Just skip ahead to the end. If you are a veteran, you can qualify for a loan with 0% down. VA loans, similarly to USDA loans, require 0% down. You obviously can put money down, but they don't require any money down. The credit requirements are not super strict. There's no location, no boundaries that you have to be within, and there's no PMI, no private mortgage insurance. So that increases your buying power as a veteran. The best news is that if you're a veteran, this is a lifetime benefit that you have. This isn't a thing that you can only use one time and you no longer qualify. You can use this every single time you buy a home if you want. VA loans are subject to a couple different things like the VA funding fee and VA appraisals, which again, if you're a veteran and this is something you're interested in, please reach out. We can talk more about this. But overall, VA loans are a great option for all veterans. All right, you made it to the end. Let's do a quick recap. Conventional loan, gotta have 3% down. Got to have a minimum of around a 620 credit score, and if you put 20 or more % down, you will not have private mortgage insurance. FHA loan, 3.5% down, minimum of around 580 credit score with an additional upfront and annual mortgage insurance premium. USDA loan, you can have 0% down, roughly around 620 credit, have to be in a rural area. Your income can't be higher than 115% of the median income in that area. Finally, the VA loan, another 0% down program. Credit scores a little more lax, around 580. This is for veterans only. You bored yet? Guys, I know that probably wasn't fun to listen to. I hope you learned a lot though. Those are the 4 loan types that you really need to know about that you're probably gonna be dealing with when it comes time for you to buy a home. Again, if you wanna learn more about these, feel free to reach out. Like I said in the last video, my number is everywhere on the internet. My email is everywhere on the internet. I'm not hard to find. Shoot me a call, shoot me a text. We can go further into detail about this, whether you're looking now or years from now. I'll be happy to talk to you. Second video down on the channel, guys. I think we're able to provide some value today. Let's keep the thing going.